Three Democratic lawmakers in Nashville face a vote on their expulsion from the state legislature this morning. Protesters filled the Tennessee House chamber a week ago, upset over last week's school shooting. And at one point, those Democratic state reps led a chant from the House floor using a bullhorn. Now the Republicans who control the House want them out. CBS News senior national correspondent Mark Strassmann is live for us in Nashville this morning. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Shanelle. You know, this is one of those moments that, another one of those moments that sort of showcases exactly what is happening in this country, the bitter partisan divide that separates red and blue America. And what we have here is a bare knuckle response by a Republican supermajority. They are going to potentially vote to throw out three Democratic state representatives who were disruptive, no question about it. And now they could pay a big cost.
No action, no peace. No action, no peace.
Three Democratic Tennessee state lawmakers who protested with a bullhorn during a legislative session now face possible retribution from a Republican supermajority, a vote to remove them from office.
When you realized that they were serious about expulsion, what went through your mind?
It's outrageous.
One of those state representatives, Gloria Johnson.
So if the expulsion goes through, what kind of a message does it send?
Well, it sends a terrifying message to me that we are losing democracy.
The Nashville shooting and the gun debate in Tennessee have sent shockwaves across the country. Yesterday, thousands of students, fed up with gun violence, walked out of schools they say don't feel safe.
It really makes you concerned if you're going to be next.
Nashville mourns those 6 lives cut short, including Catherine Kuntz, the head of the Covenant School.
She was incredibly strong.
Anna Cuddle was a close friend. Police say Kuntz heard gunshots and likely tried to stop the shooter.
There was a confrontation, I'm sure. You can tell the way she was laying in the hallway.
Her priority would have been to save the kids, even at risk to herself.
Her priority would have been everyone. Everyone in danger in that moment, without reservation.
So, again, this vote potentially could happen today. The three Democratic representatives have already been stripped of their committee assignments. If this vote should happen and not go their way, if they should be thrown out of the legislature, they could potentially run for election again with a special election that would be held down the road. Shanelle?
So interesting. I know you spoke to Gloria Johnson, Mark. Is there any way they can push back on this if they are voted out?
They can push back, but they don't have the votes to withstand this potential eviction or ejection. I mean, in the House here, there are 75 Republicans, 24 Democrats. That's more than enough for a supermajority. If the Republicans decide to push forward with this, I mean, Gloria Johnson would tell you that this does not look good for her. Does not look good for her two colleagues. She's braced for what she sees as potentially the inevitable, which is, you know, by the end of today, she could be gone.
And this is really all about gun safety. Yesterday, a group of Tennessee Democrats, as you know, introduced 5 gun safety bills. What can you tell us about those bills? Do you think they'll get any Republican support?
Well, let's take a look what the proposals are first. I mean, there are, as you mentioned, there are 5 of them requiring permits for open or concealed carry of handguns, the banning of large capacity magazines, the banning of bump stocks, the expansion of universal background checks, and so-called red flag laws against potentially dangerous people. Look, Tennessee is a red state and a very gun-friendly state. If anything, the trend here has been to expand gun rights, not contract them. The vast majority of these are going nowhere, not in a Republican legislature that is so solidly Republican and so solidly pro-gun. There's been some conservative lawmakers who have suggested they could see the red flag laws getting some support, but the rest of these, given what's happening, the trend lines in the state, despite the shooting at the Covenant School last week, they don't seem to be going anywhere.
All right, Mark, thanks so much for the update.